Hey guys, here today I'm going to tie a variation of a Prince nymph. Had a couple people ask me on some of the patterns I was using on the Arkansas River to post something as far as a Prince goes. This is a variation. What I'm doing is I'm using just a sparkle braid instead of the regular peacock curl. Now I think it's a little bit makes it a little bit more durable. I don't think that it's a far superior fly. It's just a little bit durable, and when the fish eat it, and it survives after several fish, I think it makes a huge difference in having to change out patterns. If you can keep fishing, keep your fly in the water, you catch more fish. What I'm doing here is I got a size 16 2x long hook, lead wire 0.02 or 0.015 lead wire with a tungsten bead on the hook already, and I'm going to use black biots for the tails. You can use brown. I think the darker black makes a little bit better looking fly. Fish probably don't care. And what I'm doing is I'm laying those right up against the lead wraps there. I clip those. You can see that I have those little stubs from the cut, and what I want to do is wrap those right into the lead, right at the base of that lead. What that helps to do, and this is true for a copper john or Prince or anything where you want a smooth taper body, is that you can use those biot butts that you clipped off to form a smooth underbody. Okay, so you can use a variety of colors. This one just happens to be an olive color, and I'm just going to tie that in up on top all the way back to where I split my tails. Just make sure I tie that in, and then that first wrap you want to snug it up, make sure those tails don't roll on you. Snug, make those first few wraps somewhat tight, and then just lay that up to close to the bead. I leave a little bit of space there. Clip, a few wraps to cover up, and then if anything rolled on you, you can roll it back just to get everything right up on top again. And for the thorax, I'll just use a little bit of dark ice dub, like a black peacock is a good color, regular peacock is a good color. And all you want to do is just lay it down. I like to get a little bit of contrast in there with that olive or chartreuse. So now I'm going to put a soft hackle, just a little bit of a collar on there. I think that gives a little bit more movement in the water. I'm using a whiting hen neck here, and all I did for the sizing was just to lay it on there. You want to make sure that it's the right size, not too small. You don't want to have overly long fibers coming off of this. Somewhere right in the middle. So I just size those, then I clip right there where it starts getting into the real webby stuff. I like a little bit of web on there. Tie that in. This is a grizzly dyed brown, so it's a pretty dark color. You can see. You can use brown, you can use black, or any of those things that any of those colors you like. And I do about 2 wraps, kind of stroking those fibers back. Don't want to get a whole lot of, or too much of that feather on there. Clip that, and then I stroke these back just to make sure I get a few of the fibers swept back. Make sure everything's tied down also. So you can see I got a nice collar on there. And then with the regular Prince, you want to add the white biots up on top. This one also. I'll do the same. To do those, I match up a pair of biots. Make sure the tips are somewhat matched. make them like a pair of scissors, and then I'll adjust. I'll lay it on there. I want the skinniest part, the thinnest part, to be wrapped with thread wraps. If they're too long, too big, adjust them by closing them down a little bit. Now I like to make them just a little bit longer than that body. Couple wraps just right up on top. You can see that those tips match. Put a few wraps, snug it up, and then pull those back over. You don't have to, but I think it adds to the durability of those buyouts laying on top if you fold that back. And I'll just come in here and clip as close as possible. Right there. And then if you have a thin thread, you just want to untwist it and wrap over those white buyouts. You can also add some dubbing to this right up on top, or right up behind the bead. Cover your thread wraps, you don't have to. And then just put in several whip finish wraps over it and whip finish it. So I did 2 whip finishes there. Clip it, and basically that's it. You got a Prince variation with different colors you can use on this. Again, I use the black buyout tails. You can use brown. You can use even white on the back end of it. You can mix it up a little bit. I used olive for the body. You can use chartreuse or red. Tungsten bead, some soft hackle, and white buyouts on top. You can mix it up, match it however you want to, and fish it just like you would with a regular Prince. That's it.